Ah, good man.
Hello.
Excellent.
Go inside and talk to...
I don't want to buy a horse. I've got a horse. It's called Athos. I want you to make sure he's safe. Oh, that was quite fun. Anyway. Welcome to Bruma.
Well met.
Well met indeed, sir. That is a paint horse. So, we have arrived in Bruma, where I will be spending quite a lot of time, as I said, in the future. Largely because for convenience sake. But let's go and talk to you first off.
Go ahead, please.
Indeed I shall. Rumours.
I've heard Edla Darkheart was once an assassin.
Edla Darkheart?
Nords who drink either get friendly or mean. I'm here to deal with the mean ones.
Yep, makes
Farewell.
sense. Do, 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 do. Now, don't want to do that. You can have fun jumping on roofs here. You can have fun jumping on any of the roofs, actually. Let's talk to this guy.
I'm only asking for enough to...
Rumours.
Apparently, Right Wind
And your-
teaches his blade skills to others. Blessings of Mystara upon you.
Indeed. Let's talk to this random guard.
What do you want?
I wish to talk to you.
I was
Rumours.
at Olav's earlier. I ran into this Dunmer named Raynald Draelis. After a round or two, he told me he was an honest-to-goodness vampire hunter.
A vampire hunter? That sounds
Yes.
interesting.
The vampire hunter. As far as I know, he just showed up recently here in Bruma. Not only that, but he already found a vampire among us.
Okay.
Apparently, Braden Lyrian was one of those vile creatures, and Raynil slew him. Kind of strange, though. I never figured Braden to be a vampire.
That seems like something I should
He
possibly
seemed to
check
be
out.
such a likable fellow. You too.
I think that merits some investigation. It also merits this. Yay! I'm on the roof. I can't climb on the roof, but I'm on the roof. Let's come down. Good jump. So, let's see what's in this house.
You're going to have to leave. This is a crime scene, and
Rumours?
I understand that
Yep.
a culprit in this crime has already been dealt with. I'd tell you more, but frankly, I don't know.
Okay.
All right?
Oh, disposition's already 52.
Good. Ugh. Oh,
So
well
up
done.
up and left.
I wish I could say that. You should. That, please. I'm embarrassed, but thank you. Well done. No,
Oh,
you
God.
do me. That's just talk. Goodness. What can I say?
Rotate.
Really? You're wasting your breath.
I'm not sure whether I am.
Please. I'm
Not yet,
embarrassed,
anyway.
but you're revolting. What? You're wasting your breath. Goodness. What can I say? Not funny. That remarkable. Really
Fire.
now? You're such a charm. What a...
Post,
Not...
down.
Oh, please. Goodness. What can... Thank you. How kind.
Ugh.
Get away from me. I will... You can't...
Disposition
See?
next.
I suppose there's no harm in telling you what happened. Word is bound to get around Bruma anyway. Turns out that Braden Lyrian is a vampire. Or was. If it wasn't for Raynil Draelis, we may never have uncovered the truth. Let me explain.
Okay.
In the last week or so, we've found 2 bodies stashed in shallow graves outside the city walls. The bodies had puncture wounds on their necks. The bodies were those of some beggars who used to wander the streets looking for handouts. Vampire probably thought no one would miss them. Luckily for us, Raynil arrived in town. He said he was a vampire
Convenient,
hunter,
that.
so we asked for his help. He tracked the vampire to this house. When he entered the place around noon, Braden was sleeping. He was able to slay him at that point. Luckily, Braden's wife wasn't home. Poor thing. She didn't even know her husband was infected.
Yeah.
We did a follow-up investigation, and it's true that no one recollects seeing Braden out in the daylight. He's only been spotted at night. I'm afraid there's not much more to
Okay,
tell.
maybe he was a vampire.
So,
I'm just thinking
you can
con
see
game
we
here.
really don't need any
Or
help,
that
but
the hunter's
thanks
actually a
for the
vampire
offer.
and he's just... I don't know.
As far as I know, he was a good man. I never saw this coming. But vampires are masters of deception, so
Also,
I guess it makes
the
sense.
double bluff Master of Deception thing does hint that maybe he's a vampire.
I'm impressed. It only took him a day to try.
Also, the fact he found it that easily.
Feel free to question anyone in town. They should give you too much trouble.
Perhaps you can help me. I can't believe this is happening. Please, please, I need your help.
I want to help.
Forgive me. I loved my husband dearly, and to lose him this way makes no sense.
I mean, being a night owl isn't necessarily a
Anything you can
crime
do
and
to
not
help would be
necessarily
wonderful.
linked to necessarily being a vampire.
This is all
you're
happening so
sleeping at noon.
fast.
Mind you, I've been known to do that. Might have been a student.
I came home only just a few hours
Sort
ago.
of.
I found the door open and my Braden dead. Standing over him was a Dunmer. I screamed and ran out into the street. Some city watch were nearby and heard me, I suppose, as they arrived quickly. I heard the Dunmer identify himself as Rainil Draelus. He said he was a vampire hunter and that Braden was his mark. The guards seemed to know about Rainil, and after a search of the house, the body of some beggar was found stashed in our basement.
Yeah,
The
this...
guards sent for Carius, who is an investigator for crimes here in Bruma. In minutes, Rainil convinced Carius that Braden was a vampire.
Yeah, this does look bad.
It was obviously planted here. Why would he stash a body in his own house? That's ridiculous.
Maybe he hadn't had time to
And
get rid of
another
it.
thing, the guards are making a big deal out of no one seeing Braden out in the daylight. Well, of course that's the case. He works at night and has to sleep during the day. Why does that make him a vampire? It's all that Rainil character. I don't trust him. The thing that bothers me the most is that I swear I've seen him before. Of course, he says he's never been here. Look, there isn't much more to say.
Okay, rumours.
I understand.
Nope.
I have no idea where he'd be. Just,
Okay.
I know I sound desperate, but I know I'm right.
So... let's think about this then. So, we have to find out where he's been.
Hail!
Hail.
I'm Regner. You want any?
I'll be seeing more of you later, actually. What I want to do is go around and find the shop. That's the inn.
Well met.
Well met indeed. Dee, dee, dee. Actually, we'll go to the inn and ask. It's probably the best bet here.
How goes it? Yes?
I wish to ask about
Yes,
Raynal.
the vampire hunter. As far as apparently, Braden Lyrian was one of... You see...
Yep, you've told me that, I
Take
believe.
care. Welcome to Bruma, stranger. Hafid Halole. Ah, you mean that vampire hunter. He's staying over at Olav's tap.
Okay, that's
Poor
good.
Arnora. Seems her boyfriend, Jorunder, has stolen some gold from her and left her penniless. Now he's in jail and she's destitute.
Ooh, I remember that quest.
Arnora and Jorunder were once a happy couple, but that's over now. I hear that he took all of their money and
Now there's
stashed
some
it
good
after he
items for
committed a
doing that
robbery.
quest. We'll do that next.
He was gonna skip town on Arnora, but got arrested before making good on his escape Now she has no money left at all, poor thing. Take care.
I remember that quest. We'll do that one. But for now, we have to go to Oliv's. That was intelligent. Oliv's tap and tin. Or tap and tag. Right, fully healed.
Hello.
Hello, Olive.
What can I do for you today? I usually don't give out that kind of information.
Okay, we're going to have to,
I'm listening.
we're going to have to talk to you a bit.
I'm not sure.
He
Whatever
likes
you
a joke, and he
You're
likes a bit of
pathetic.
coercion.
Not no more. You're fright. That's a blah blah blah. What a bore. Whatever. You're. I'm not buying that one. Yeah, You was that. Don't please. I'm sorry. Don't be. I accept. I have no. I'm not buying that one. You're full of it. Not bad. Yes, was. You're pathetic.
Disposition maxed. Tell me.
I usually don't.
Oh,
Tell me more. Every little. See, was that hard?
yes.
Raynill's staying in the last room down the hall upstairs. I always liked Braden and Arlene. They were a nice couple. I hope you get to the bottom of this, because I don't believe he was a vampire either.
He's sleeping.
Hello.
Interestingly, we check the time. It's 5:12. Bit early to bed, wouldn't you say?
No wonder he trains other Fighters Guild members.
In the cupboard, there is nothing other than a couple of gold. Can't really do that.
Goodbye.
Drawers doesn't show anything. Cannot sleep in an owned bed. Ah, what's this? A journal? This is part of a group of adventurers that uncovered an artifact of some sort in the alien ruins. Brandon and someone named Gellerborn. Okay. That's not stealing, so we shall take this book. It might be important. Where's our life gone?
Good to see.
What can I do?
Gellerborn.
Gellerborn? That's odd that you should mention that name. Reynold told me that he was the last. Yeah, that's right. Somewhere in Skingrad, I believe. He said he. That's apparently why the guards trust him so readily. They had gotten word from Skingrad's City Watch about Raynil and his so-called accomplishment. And nothing else.
Okay.
Just look for me if you need anything else.
So I think, therefore, we're going to make a trip to Skingrad. Earlier than the... Oh, wait, no, we're not. Apparently we're not doing that just yet. But we are going to ask some questions now.
You're back. So, any new revelations in your... investigation?
You honestly don't believe anything I'm going to say, are you?
How do you know about that? Oh, too many people don't know how to keep quiet about official matters.
Very well.
The Skingrad City Watch informed us that Gellerborn was killed by Raynil not too long ago. Gellerborn was a vampire as well, obviously.
Obviously. I disagree.
What do you mean you disagree? That's a bold statement. What proof do you have that Gellerborn was not a vampire?
I have her journal.
I don't know what to say. It all makes perfect sense now. Why else would Raynil have removed this journal from the crime scene in Skingrad? I heard no mention of a key either. It must have been removed by Raynil from Braden's body before we arrived. To think that 2 innocent men were killed, and that I'm responsible for one of their deaths, I'm speechless. I will rouse the guard and begin a search for him in the city. Meet me at Olev's Tap and Tack in 1 hour.
Okay.
Do you have it?
Gellerborn.
Yes, I remember Braden mentioning that name once. He was part of the brotherhood he had created with Raynil.
Okay, that's
I know
not
I
a
sound
great amount of
desperate.
information, but sure. Right, back to Olav's.